My name is Roger Gano. I'm the emergency manager for the city of Newberg. And we're just completing today probably the largest disaster drill that the city of Newberg has experienced as far as the number of venues that we've exercised at and the number of people that we used during the drill. The planning process for this has been ongoing since September. We've had agencies from around Yamhill County, police, fire agencies, and EMS agencies, and as well as fire agencies responding from Washington County as well to help us. We employed about 45 CERT members, CERT being Community Emergency Response Team people. We employed them as victims for the drill today. We had them located in different places around town. The simulation today was a tornado that swept through part of northeast Newberg, but the CERT victims were victims made up with various injuries. They were transported to the hospital. We transported about 10 people to the hospital. The rest of them simulated showing up at the hospital, private vehicle. The hospital processed then all 40 of those or 45 of those people through the system at the hospital. Things have gone extremely well. I think just completing our debriefing after the event this afternoon, what I'm getting from all of the players is that everything went well, and we've got some minor issues to think about as we plan for another one next year, another major disaster drill next year. But overall, I think everything has gone very well today, and Newberg and Yamhill County should be pleased with the response teams that were here to play at our drill. Kudos to the hospital and their play as well. They really stretched the limits at the hospital to determine how many people can they handle, and if they have any problems along that way, how do they address fixing those problems. So if this were the real thing, a real event of some sort, they'd be able to take all of the patients. CERT, Community Emergency Response Teams, are made up of citizens from around the community, around the county. The program is a nationwide program. It's something under the auspices of FEMA. We've had a program ongoing here in Newberg for 5 years. We just completed training our 130th member in the Newberg area. There are programs going in Lafayette right now. There's going to be another one coming in Dundee within the next month or so. We're anticipating starting another program here in Newberg in September or October of this year. What does it take to be a member? It just takes an active interest in wanting to be a member or part of a community, part of helping your neighbor. The concept of the CERT program is that we train members to learn how to use a fire extinguisher, to do some minor first aid, learn how to do minor search and rescue, and when to recognize that something is safe for you to go into. If it's a building after some kind of a disaster, it's safe for you to go try and help somebody, or it's not safe. And we teach some very basic awareness of weapons of mass destruction and terrorism ideas. These people come back about 4 times a year for retraining and get together so that they know, we try and encourage them to get to know all of the other people that have taken the class here over the last 5 years. Okay. There is a link on the City of Newberg's website for the CERT program. You can find it there. There'll be announcements through the newspaper, and I'm sure that Yamhill County will be having something come up on their website as well, as the county is really getting involved in promoting the CERT program farther out around the county than just Newberg and Dundee. In Newberg, we charge a minimal $25, and that's to help cover some of the cost of the printing for a notebook that you get. At the end of the class, we give each student a backpack that's got over $100 worth of response equipment, a hard hat, a vest, a first aid kit, a flashlight, gloves and goggles, things that you'd need, basic things you'd need to respond to some kind of a disaster. We want to make sure that we thank the neighborhood here around Springbrook Fire Station. We went around last Monday night to make contact with the neighbors in the area that we were going to be having victims, and through the cooperation from Oregon Department of Transportation, we had a couple reader board signs on the highways here, and as we knocked on doors, the neighbor says, "Oh yeah, we saw the announcement on the reader boards, what's it all about?" And we gave them information about it and asked permission that we could put a victim or two in their front yard or side yard, and they were more than happy to help us, and we really appreciate that cooperation. We appreciate the cooperation of all of the responders that helped from out of the Newberg area, and everything went fantastic because of that response.